begin standing with our feet hip distance apart. We're just gonna do a couple roll downs, tucking the chin into the chest, rolling through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Hands come to the floor or to your shins. Take a nice bend in the knees. Nice and easy here. Nod the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Wiggle the shoulders. Bend the knees nice and deep. Squeeze the glutes, suck in the belly, rolling up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Let's do that again, rolling through the spine. Nice and smooth and slow. Keep the knees bent. Move your hips from side to side. Find center, grab your elbows, swing side to side, nice and smooth, everything nice and easy. I'm still bending my knees because the backs of my legs are still waking up. If you feel like you can straighten them, go for it. Find stillness, bend the knees nice and deep, squeeze the glutes, rolling up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Roll those shoulders back. Bring the head on top. Let's inhale, lift the arms up, look up. Make sure your shoulders are slid down the back. Exhale the arms down by your side. Tuck the chin, roll through the spine. One vertebrae at a time. Hang out here, nod the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Try to straighten the legs a little bit. Breathe. Exhale, bend the knees nice and deep. Squeeze the glutes, activate that belly, roll up through the spine. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Look up, exhale, lower the arms down by your side. Let's step the feet out a little wide, toes at a diagonal, hips nice and center. And take a bend in the knees and straighten. Think of dropping straight down and lifting up. Straight down, lift up. Last one, straight down, lift up. Right hand comes to the right hip, left hand up overhead. Shift the hips over to the left as you lean the body over to the right. And lift that arm up and over. Hand comes to hip, shift the hips over to the right. Right hand up and over your head, leaning over to the right. Left. And come back center, hands come to hips. Let's bend the knees and straighten. Let's bend and straighten. Let's bring the arms out as we bend. Bring them down as we straighten. Out as we bend. Bring them down as we straighten. Last one, out as we bend. Down as we straighten. Turn the toes pointing to the front. So now everything is pointing towards the front. We're gonna roll down one vertebrae at a time. Make your way forward, almost like you're crawling forward. You're gonna put your weight all the way into your hands and walk out into a plank position. And then crawl your way back to a bent knee position. And we're gonna do that again. So we're gonna crawl on out, find that plank. Exhale, bend the knees, crawling back to a bent knee position. Let's do it one more time. How smooth and fluid can we make this? Crawling out to a plank. And coming back to a bent knee position. Straighten the legs. Hang out here, nod the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Wiggle the shoulders. Let's walk our hands over to the right foot. Our toes are still pointing to the front. Let's bend into that left leg. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. Again, bend and straighten. Walking our hands over to the left side. Breathing into the backs of those legs, breathing into that side body. Let's go ahead and bend into that right leg. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. Walk your hands back to center. Nod the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Bend the knees. Rolling up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, coming to a nice tall standing position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Let's make our way down to the floor on all fours. Knees are stacked right underneath of our hips. Hands are stacked right underneath our shoulders, tops of the feet flat on the floor. Lower belly is lifted to protect that low back, so nice and flat like a table. Inhale, round through the spine, really pushing the floor away from you. If there's a mountain growing up underneath you, just pushing it away. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Let's rock forward and back slightly just to feel an increase in the stretch in the upper back. So I'm just shifting my weight forward and back, nice and smooth. And find center. Let's arch the body through, lifting the chest, curving the spine. Exhale, lifting through the upper back, dropping the head, and curving through the spine, dropping the chest. Let's do another one. Cat and cow. Good. Find stillness. Reach that right foot back behind you. So now I'm on the ball of my foot. My knee is lifted, feeling nice and strong through that leg. I'm going to shift my weight forward and back, just like this, so that I can get a little stretch in my calf. Rolling through the foot. Good. Lower that knee down to the floor. Let's reach our left leg back. Ball of the foot is on the ground. My knee is lifted and rocking forward and back. And if your knees are sensitive, you can put a blanket under your knees. If you're on a mat, you can fold the edge of the mat over so you just have a little bit cushion. Find stillness, lower that knee down. Let's open the knees nice and wide, heels touch, and we're gonna sit our bottom back all the way down to our heels and reach our hands out in front of us. Forehead comes to the floor. Breathe here. Good. Rolling up through the spine, walking your body up. I know this position might not be comfortable for most, so if this is not, you can adjust. You can sit on your butt. We're only here for a second though. Let's rise up to our knees. So I'm squeezing my glutes to lift my body up. I'm squeezing my inner thighs so it's like I'm being lifted off the ground so I don't feel as much pressure on my knees. Let's reach our arms out to the side. Let's lean over to the right. And inhale up, over to the left. And again, up and over. Up and over. Good. Come back up. Find center. Let's walk our hands out in front of us, shifting our weight onto our knees as we lift our body up. So from the side, we're here. We're walking our hands forward, rolling over the knees, dropping our pelvis to get a little stretch in that low back. If this is uncomfortable for you, don't go all the way down. If this hurts your knees, try to get some cushion under there. My shoulder blades are down my back, my arms are strong. Now I'm gonna pull in my lower belly and bring my hips all the way back. Let's walk forward again. Nice and smooth. This is not gonna always feel the best on the back. Lifting the chest. Exhale, lower belly pulls those hips back. Last time, walking through, rolling over the knees, feeling a stretch in that low back, in the quads. Exhale, pull those hips back. Good, let's make our way to a seated position. Soles of the feet together. Let's sit nice and tall, rock a little bit. Let's walk our hands forward. Grab your, not grab, but make little fists like this. We're just gonna do a little massage on the low back, just gentle beats. So we're leaning forward and we're just gonna beat right on the top of our glutes into our low back. We're not hitting on the spine, we're hitting on the side of the spine. Soft fists as we give ourselves a little massage here. And find stillness. Walk those hands out in front of you. Elongate that spine. Open up those inner thighs. Open up those hips. And walk yourself up. Let's take our right hand to our left knee. Let's reach our left hand back behind us. Inhale, sit up nice and tall through the spine. Exhale, twist on over to the left. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist over to the left. Last one. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, twist. And slowly unwind, come back to the front. Let's take our left hand to our right knee, reaching that right hand back behind us. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. How tall can you be? Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Unwind, come back to center. Let's bring our legs out in front of us. Give them a little shake. Lift your booty up off the side so you really feel those sit bones reaching into the ground. Wiggle those legs. Let's walk our hands down our legs. Nothing has to be activated right now. We're just being kind of like sloppy, hanging over our legs here. Relax the head. Let's rock side to side slightly. Good. Rolling the body up. Let's open our legs out just a little bit. So we're not trying to go full straddle. We're just keeping them at a kind of how we were in the beginning, standing. We're not opening our feet to a wide second. We're just spacing them out a little bit more. Toes up to the ceiling. Walk your body forward. Again, kind of ragdollish. We're not activating and stretching. This is all very like slothy stretching. Hanging over those legs. Let everything be soft. Feel the stretch. Again, shift right and left. And find center, rolling up through the spine. Let's make our way onto our backs. Laying nice and flat on our back. Rock those knees right and left, windshield wipers. Feeling that low back get settled on that floor. Let's bring our knees into our chest. Give them a little hug. Rock side to side. Curl that head into the knees. And relax. Find stillness. Let's lower the legs down to the floor. Let's cross our right leg, ankle over our left. Let's pull that leg into our chest. We want to keep our back nice and straight on the ground. If you cannot pull in this leg, you're going to grab a strap. You're going to pause this and you're going to grab a strap or a scarf or a towel or a dog leash, anything to get your self behind this leg without curling up your body. If this is easy for you, you can press into this knee a little bit. Think of actively pressing the tailbone down to the ground. That's also going to ignite this stretch. And now we're going to lower that right foot down to the left for a nice supine stretch. My chair's in my way. Leg is nice and crossed here, feeling a nice twist in that spine. Arms out to the side, head can look over the left or the right, whichever way you're going. Your head is looking the opposite direction that your knees are pointing. And slowly bring those legs back up to center. Unwind the legs. Bring that right knee into the chest. Grab behind that leg. Reach the heel up to the ceiling. Point the toes. Bend the knee. Reach through the heel up to the ceiling. Point the toes. Bend the knee. Last time. Reach up to the ceiling. Point the toes. Bend the knee. Lower that leg. Cross the opposite ankle over the knee. Let's pull that leg into our chest. Make sure that back is flat on the floor. It really helps to flex the foot that's up. Flex that foot so it protects the knee. Feel the stretch in the glute. If you need to increase the stretch, you can use the palm of your hand and press into the knee. Actively pressing your tailbone down into the floor is also going to increase the stretch. Breathe. And take that leg, lower it down to the floor, nice and smooth. Feel a nice twist in that low back. Arms can go out to the side, looking over the opposite direction that your knees are pointing. Breathing. Let's bring those legs back to center. Let's bring that left leg into our chest. Extend through the heel up to the ceiling. Point the toes. Bend the knee. Stretch on up through the heel. Point the toes. Bend the knee. Last time. Straight up through the heel. Point the toes. Bend the knee. Let's bring both knees into our chest. Rock side to side. This time keeping your upper body down. And lower the feet. Let's roll over onto our side. Make our way to a comfortable seated position. Let's cross our legs for a moment. Take a few deep breaths. Any way to sit, doesn't matter what leg. Just feel your sit bones really rooted into the ground. Feel length through the spine. Close the eyes a moment. Feel the shoulder blades drop down the back. Keeping the eyes closed, let's turn our head to the right and turn our head to the left. Let's tilt our right ear down to our shoulder. Let's tilt our left ear down to our shoulder. Let's rock the chin through the center of the chest, just gently rolling it from side to side. Breathing. Let the chin find center, lifting the head up on the spine. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Open the eyes, and that was a gentle, easy, sloppy 15-minute stretch.